demonstrate. So this is really like a real peek behind the ugly side of being a musician who doesn't have, you know, like nepotism money. We're recording, I'm not kidding you, like I don't own another microphone outside of these 4, I think. And so what we do is either I turn this around, oh shit, see it just fell off. And this is like a hypercardioid, like not even close to what you would want to mic your acoustic guitar with as the primary microphone. But again, it's just demos. I literally just, you know, put the mic right here, kind of pointing towards vaguely around here. What I could do if I really wanted to is this goes direct in. It's got like, you know, it's an acoustic electric, so I can get the tone from the DI and the microphone, which is, we did that a lot on the new album. Just a demo, so I'm not gonna do that, you know. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, this is annoying. One second. For me, gear is always something that I'm aspiring to, but it's never anything that I'm like prioritizing. And so I think there's a balance to like, you know, being like a gearhead and like being so naive that you can just press play on like a, you know, on your iPhone voice memos app and get the sound that you are trying to accomplish. This is a track that I am making with my friend Ria. Yeah. I got it from a seller from Facebook Marketplace. He said that he had it for like a month and he just never played it. And so he sold it to me for like way below retail. I tracked bass on that old 60s bass guitar that I bought recently. This like vintage guitar seller's like liquidation sale. This is a Japanese bass from I think like the 60s or 70s. The brand is Kent, I think. This was the first guitar I bought for myself. It's a Hofner like Ignite or Ignition series. I think it's like a semi-hollow, not full hollow body with humbuckers. Pretty standard pedal board. These are not very expensive. JHS Hall Reverb. This is just like a drive pedal that I use for like minimal kind of like boost on my chain. So if I'm going between, you know, if I'm not trying to sound like super driven, but I don't need it to sound like super clean either, we can go into like a, and then into like a more driven, like dirtier kind of rustier tone. I play mostly with this guitar and that Squier Jazzmaster that my dad got me because he told me that I tuned too slow on stage. This is a picture of the band playing in San Marcos. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is exactly what it looks like, except a lot more frantic. Right now, you know, I can sit here and, you know, pretend to crank out like this and then go in and EQ it for like an hour and get the acoustic guitar sounding as good as possible and then moving on to the next thing. But really what it looks like is, I'll show you, look, so we'll start a new project from scratch. Sometimes I name it the track, you know, so that I know what I'm working on. Acoustic rhythm, I can't even spell. What's cool about this interface, which I just got, is it's got like an auto gain feature for the microphone. It sets the gain on the microphone, which is nice. Okay. And then what we would do is we would use the exact same microphone that I just used for the guitar, which I shouldn't be using for a guitar. And then we would rig it up to this beautiful $100 drum set that I got on Facebook Marketplace. Or at least I did a lot up until very recently, that I resented myself for having this drive to make art or music. I always kind of like felt that it might be like an ego thing, you know, like, or like, you know, like it looks cool for me to make music. You know, I always would be like, I wish I could just enjoy music and be like a consumer of it instead of feeling like I had to like make it, because I feel like I'm always letting myself down every time I like try to make music. And that was just like where I was at for like a whole year. But that's the thing, is that like doubt, when you're kind of at that low, then it's very easy to just kind of abandon music, abandon art as something that you do. And it's a scary thing, being in those like writer's blocks and those like creative ruts. But I don't know, I think that, you know, you can't really get the good stuff without making it through the bad stuff, I think.